Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a problem with my van, and the problem that I'm having is that my vent does not blow when you set it on vent or AC. It's stuck in a position and it only blows on my feet. So right now, the summertime, is getting warmer, it's getting hot, and I want to run the AC, but it only blows on my feet. And I know the AC is working because I turn it on AC and my feet get freezing cold, and I want it to cool down the van. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to change something called the actuator blend door mechanism. So if you want to see that, stick around.
My name is Doug. I'm a retired school teacher. I built a camper van out of an old service van. I will take you with me camping, fishing, going to the beach, going to baseball games. I'm going to teach you how to save some money. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Holiday Tinn.
I'm going to make a little demonstration for you. I've got some floss right here taped to the vent, and I've also got some floss taped down here on the floor where the heat comes out when you want to turn the heater on. So here we go. I'm going to turn this on vent, and this floss should be blowing. It's not blowing at all. I can hear it. You look down here, the floss on the floor is blowing. Let's turn it on max AC. This floss is not blowing. Down here, it is blowing. So we're going to change the actuator. I've never changed one of these blend door actuators before, and I've said this on my channel before, and that is that I'm not a mechanic. I watch as many YouTube videos as I can to try to learn how to fix things on my van or my other vehicles. So I always say that I'm not a mechanic, I just play one on YouTube. So if you're going to do something like this to your van or your vehicle, make sure you watch as many YouTube videos as possible like I did, and don't rely solely on my video alone. So I bought this blend door actuator off of Amazon, and it cost me $22. It says it's made in China. Take it out of the box. Let's see here. And it looks like this. So take it out of the package. What you have here is you have a shaft, you have a plug, and you have 4 holes where bolts go into. So the videos I watch on YouTube say that this takes 4 10mm bolts. And I've watched YouTube videos before and I've gotten the wrong information. So it looks like that right there, that white looking plastic, can't get my hand up in there to point at it, but it's got a white plug plugging into it, and that is it. So it's not a 10mm. This is one. Okay, so 8mm seems to be the right one that fits. Now I may have just misspoken, and it might have said on the videos that I watched that it was an 8mm, but this one seems to fit. I'm having a difficult time keeping the phone in the right place to show you taking this out. So I'm going to try to take it out, and I'll try to show you what it looks like when I pull the actuator out, and then I'll try to show you what it looks like sliding the new one in. But it's too difficult for me to put the phone in the right place to show you unscrewing it and screwing it back in. So let's see. Okay, I got the 4 screws out, and it was a real struggle. You can't see what you're doing. I took off this panel right here. It's right here, part of the dash. Popped it off, thought that maybe that would help me, but it doesn't seem to help at all. But I took it off. This has sharp edges on it, so you gotta be careful of that. So I'm gonna stick the camera up in there. We'll see if we can see the actuator. So there it is. The screws are out. I'm gonna try to pull it out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me pull it out, but let's see. The camera stay here. Out, so let's see. It's too dark up in here for the camera to see, but I guess that's the hole where it goes in. So here it is. I got it out. Let's compare it to the new one. So here's the old one compared side by side to the new one. Looks pretty much identical. The problem I can see is when I pulled it out, the rounded part of the shaft is over here and the square part is there, but when I look at the new one, it's not exactly that way. It's rounded up here, so when I put it in, it might be a struggle. I might have to do some twisting or something, not really sure, but let's look at the other side. Here's the plug here. Looks identical. That's got a square part to it, and that's got a round part to it, so not sure if that makes a difference. Probably would have made it easier to be able to turn that, I guess. This is round, so don't know what to do about that, but I'm gonna see if I can turn this shaft to make it exactly in the position of this one, so that when it slides up in there, it might go in easier. So I wedged a flashlight up in there to give me some light, and I got it into the hole. It's just it's really tight, the screws. Try to hand tighten them. I can see through this little opening in here. When I put my eye right up to here, I can barely see through this crack to be able to watch myself hand tighten these screws in here. So the new actuator's in there. I just have to tighten it down, plug in the plug. Plugged in pretty easy. Got bolts, got everything in there. I don't know what this, like a vacuum tube. I've been getting caught on that with my wrench the whole time. I don't know. I know I've been told that these vents and stuff have vacuum tubes. I hope I didn't damage that. We'll see. Plugs in. Okay, so I've been at it for over an hour now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start up the van, turn on the air, and show you those pieces of floss and see if it fixed it. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're gonna switch it to vent. Pieces of floss are not moving. Down here, those are moving. I can feel it on my feet. I can feel it coming out the defrost. Vent, AC, nothing. So after my little fail with the actuator door, or actuator blend door, I changed it out. It's brand new. So I started watching more videos on YouTube, and all these videos are talking about vacuum lines, and it's all very confusing, and I don't know much about them. But I came across one video where someone went through this access hole in the top of the dash, and I'm going to show you something that I discovered with this, and we're going to see what this does. So in here you have there's a arm over there that opens up a vent door, and I'm not sure exactly what, but the vacuum lines run into this cylinder, and they're supposed to activate that arm over there to open a vent door. It's probably the driver's side vent over there for the air conditioning. And then I played around with this one. This arm right here opens the vent door also. You can move that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the van, turn on the AC. There's a bunch of vacuum lines that go in here. There's even an open spot there. I don't know if it's missing a hose or what the deal is here. But when I bought the van 3 years ago, the vents would work off and on, and sometimes I would bang on the dash and the vents would work, but then eventually it just started working all defrost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the van, and I'm going to turn on the AC switch, put over here max AC, and I still have my floss right here, and I'm going to show you what happens when I move this arm on this plunger right here for this vent door. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on max AC. I can feel it coming out the defrost, but if I push this plunger in like this, now the floss is blowing through the vent. You let that plunger out like this, and that lever goes back. It's not blowing anything. Now I'm gonna push it again, like that. And I got it out the vent. So this has something to do with a vacuum line or something, and I'm not exactly sure how. And there's a lot of different videos on YouTube where they go under the hood and they mess with a vacuum line under there. I'm not comfortable with going under the hood, and I'm going to try to rig something up. I might try to clamp this so that for these summer months, this is clamped all the time. I'm not going to need the defrost. I don't think I will during the summer. If I do, I'll just pop off this access door right here and take whatever clamp I have off of here. But I'm going to try to get a C-clamp and clamp this lever over so that I will have air coming out my vents for the summer. Okay, I watched some videos and I checked the fuses under the hood. There's the number 50 amp fuse under there. I checked, it's good. There's the number 13 10 amp fuse under the driver's side dash. That fuse is good. And I tried to fit a C-clamp in here to hold that arm down or in so that it will blow cold air. And what I've decided, the C-clamp won't fit in there. It's too big, this thing. It's too big to fit in there. So I am going to try for a temporary fix, trusted old zip tie. a good old trusty zip tie. Okay, so I ran a zip tie through that bracket and under this white plastic arm. It's hard to see. Here's my zip tie right here. I'm gonna zip tie this together and then push that arm closed right here. I'll push it together closed and zip tie it real tight. So let's see what happens. So I've got it zip tied right there. Push this closed, zip tie it. Turn it off. Turn on vent. It's coming out the vent. AC. I know the AC works real cold. That's not an issue. The AC air conditioner works good. It's just a vent problem. So this is going to be my temporary fix for the summer. Got that arm zip tied closed. It's pinching that together like this with the zip tie here. There's a vacuum problem and I don't know how to solve it, so I'm gonna button this all up. The access panel is back on, and let's give it another go one last time here. So I'm gonna put it on vent. Got it there. It's on high. Turn it down. That works. And turn up the increased speed. Vent works. Norm AC works. Let's see what happens when I put on defrost. Nope, it stays blowing out the vent when I put it on defrost or mix. In fact, it's going to stay out of the vent until I take that zip tie off. Well, that was a frustrating one. That's my temporary fix for the summer, is I'm gonna have that zip tie on there until I can do more research about these vacuum lines on the air conditioning system or the vent switch system. It's very confusing. The videos that I watch on YouTube, those people make those videos really seem to know what they're talking about. I'm just a regular person just like anybody else, so I have to look at YouTube unless I want to go pay somebody a lot of money to fix it. Anyway, I made a temporary fix. It's going to last that way all summer until it starts getting cold later on around November, or whenever I'm going to need some defrost. Then I'll clip that zip tie off of there and then I'll have defrost. So right now it's going to be set on air for the whole summer. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And until next time, thanks for watching my video. I think I may have forgotten. I don't know if I mentioned it in my earlier videos that I was planning on or thinking about selling this van and getting another van, a van that's smaller. I was thinking about getting a minivan and building it out on this channel. And I've put this van up for sale it's under Holiday Tinn. If you're interested in the van, give me a message